I've been feeling so.
Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to another video. This is Celeste. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So as for today's topic, as you can see on the title, it's about ER. One of you guys asked me about the interview process here in US. So today I decided to share with you not just the interview process, but I'm going to be sharing with you the whole application process or the hiring process here in US. Other informations that I'm going to be talking about is of course yung qualifications of becoming a nurse here in US. What is my visa? Sino yung kumuha sa akin dito? Like my experiences working in emergency, the salary and other things like qualifications, certifications for you to be able to work in the hospital or in ER. So year 2012, I went home from the Middle East for a vacation. Got married year 2012, and then after the wedding, like a week, we scheduled for like an interview. So he was working as a physical therapy here in the US. It's gonna take me as his dependent for like an H4 visa. We're scheduled after like a week, and the interview was very easy actually, as long as you have all the supporting documents, especially on his side, because he's gonna be the one to sponsor me coming to US. So as long as you have all of those informations like your employers, your taxes here, tax history, and all of those, it's very easy. So after a few months coming to the United States, we then process our green card as an immigrant. Anyways, when I came here to the United States, I decided to study longer, like 2 to 3 months akong nag-aral talaga. Intense study, every day. I also study yung CD. So I keep on answering a lot of questions. I would say like thousands of questions that I was able to answer for like 2 to 3 months. Luckily, I was able to pass that exam. Take ba ako ng English exam, or did they require English exam? I actually did not, because I went through this so-called CES, or yung tinatawag na Credentials Evaluation Service. The CES is actually a professional report which provides a detailed analysis of the credentials earned at multiple levels of nursing education received outside the United States. So it includes a statement of comparability of a healthcare workers' education when assessed against the US standards. So I was able to get the certificate, or my CES Credential Evaluation Service professional report, and that was forwarded sa professional regulation dito sa Illinois. So hindi na nila ni-require yung aking English exam. Syempre naghanap na ako ng work, and during that time my priority or my first choice actually is yung hospital na malapit dito sa amin, which is only like 15 minutes away. And nasabi ko nga sa isang video ko before that unfortunately hindi sila nag-hire when you don't have an experience here, ER here in the US. First choice ko talaga yung ER because I already have my experience working outside or abroad, working in emergency, and my experiences, memories about ER actually made a big impact kung bakit ER talaga yung first choice ko when it comes to nursing practice. So I didn't make it on my first like interview for a hospital job because yun nga, they're asking or they're requiring someone who have experience working here at least for a year in the US, working in the critical area or in the ER. Luckily, one of their like branch, or sabihin natin sister hospital, is also looking for a nurse, and the HR was able to pass my resume to the other hospital. And I received a call, and they were like, are you still interested in this position? Met the HR, and so yung mga tinignan ng HR is actually my license, kung ano na yung mga certifications ko, like I have my BLS or basic life support course or certificate. So yun lang yung meron ako during that time. And of course, since I already work in the emergency abroad, I still have, I think, my PALS and my ACLS at that time. But if you're gonna be hired, sabi niya, After a year of working in ER, they will require you to get the TNCC, which is actually the what you call the Trauma Nursing Core Course, or the TNCC. Premier na trauma when it comes to working in ER. So you have to be enrolled in that course after like a year. So it's like a 2 days, and they will actually pay you for that kapag nag-enroll ka sa course na yan. So you have to pass and then get the certificate. So then after that, finorward niya ako sa manager. I was able to talk to the manager. I did not actually expect that kasi akala ko it's only like an HR interview. So there, ang bilis lang. It's a very short interview, and she was just asking ano yung experience ko and why do you decide of working to an ER. And I just said, well, I love ER. ER is always my first choice because I love the drama. I love the action actually. And then I've learned so much that I decided to work in ER. Tindig lang ako na ambulance, parang, oh no. I can recall everything that happened when I was working abroad. So I'm like, I think I should go back to ER. So the interview was so quick, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna tour you inside the emergency, the doctors and the nurses, trauma room and all, blah, 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 blah. So yun na yun. So then na nag-start. And after that, yes, syempre I went home, and then I think I received a call after a day or two. After 1 to 2 days, dun ko na-receive yung call from the HR na, hey, this is, you were able to get the job, so I'm very happy. And she was like, here's the offer, are you okay with that? And what schedule do you want? Ganyan. Nag-start ako with the 6 to 2:30 shift pa, guys. The salary was actually, that was offered to me was like, nag-range siya sa $30. Sabihin na natin na $30. Mention about the night differential. I think that was like $1. Ganyan. And then there's also like weekend something. Ganun din. Parang nagre-range din siya sa $1 na additional kapag nag-work ka ng weekend. I'm very happy na I was able to, to get the job finally na I like. So ER nga. And well, the hiring process doesn't stop there. Once they offer you the salary or your rate per hour, hindi pa doon nag-stop, because you're gonna go through a very long orientation process. So the orientation process takes like 1 to 2 weeks na sit down in a classroom. They'll give you your passwords, badge, of course, is very important. Tapos a lot of informations about also the hospital or the company, and matawag doon. But yeah, they'll give you some of those. And then after that, you will go to the department na. When you go to the department, they'll give you a preceptor. Preceptor is like your mentor. I think it took me like more than a month for the whole orientation. So you will follow, it's a morning, even though if you're gonna be working for like night shift, you still gonna follow yung oras nung mentor mo, which is actually more of morning shift siya. So they gave me like a Filipino preceptor kasi siguro because of the language, of course, mas magkakaintindihan kayo. I'm very thankful for, because di ba, mas madali naman talagang makagaanan ng loob kapag kalahi mo. And yeah, they're very friendly. That orientation is actually paid already. Give your locker, so may binigay silang locker. Tapos meron ding binigay na parang email. Doon ilalagay yung mga, if you have like paperwork. The uniform wasn't free. So I have to like buy my own. And we're actually wearing the navy one. So during the orientation process naman, teach you how to do the routine things. Like for example, if they have chest pain, what are the things that you have to go to do? What are the things that you have to order? Ano yung mga gagawin mo? ABCs of handling these kinds of patients. For chest pain, abdominal pain, ER have their own like working panels for all of these kinds of of these cases. Like for chest pain, they have their cardiac panel. For abdominal pains, they have something for like an abuse, workups, or order right away. So it depends against your like assessment or on your decision being like the health care. Having chest pain, we just hook them in the monitor and make sure to monitor especially their heart, do the AKG right away, make sure they're not the candidates for the cath. Once you learn the ABCs, the basics, and your preceptor will actually be the one to evaluate you. I-evaluate ka niya kung kaya mo nang mag-isa at mag-solo. That will be the time na parang, okay, she can do it by her own and she's gonna be okay. Because they have a lot of experience already and they will, of course, tell you what to do. And parang sila you're gonna be like a shadow, like a shadowing, yung tipong ganon. But syempre, tinuturuan ka nila at the same time, they will let you do it. So ganon, from 1 to 2 weeks, you will just shadow them, ganyan. You'll just see what they're doing, you observe, and then like after 3 weeks, you will do it by your own. You'll get patient, and they will see how you'll handle it, and you can ask questions, things like that. Ganon bali yung parang step-by-step process na nangyari when it comes to the orientation. Which is actually very different when it comes to skilled nursing. When it comes to skilled nursing naman, super bilis. Like in a week, pababayaan ka nilang mag-isa mo. So the salary was $30 per hour. It's not a lot, but after like a year, magkakaroon ulit ng evaluation. They will evaluate you again, and you will have a little bit of salary increase. So it's like $1 every year. Additional, of course, yung night differential and then the weekend shift. We also have what we call like report pay if they wanted to like, they're really in need of a staff and they decided to like give a report pay. They'll give you like $150 right away for like 8-hour shift. So the TNS or the trauma nurse specialist, and then it's a 1-month course, guys. And then you have to take an exam for you to get the license. It's actually paid by the hospital. And then another one that you have to take is the emergency or the ECRN or the emergency communications registered nurses, because most of the time if you work in emergency, outside calls from the paramedics or the ambulance, so yun yung radio call na tinatawag, then you have to get this ECRN, like a risk taker. Sabihin nila, risk takers like, come with me. No. It's like, kaya ko to. Parang ganyan. You have the courage, you're very brave. Parang ganun. Kailangan you're brave. Kasi, madalas yung parang sinasabi na when you work in emergency, hindi ba nakakatakot? Hindi ba nakakatakot magtrabaho sa ER? Kasi andyan lahat. Masusungit yung mga doctors. Because the stress of the kind of job is very stressful. You have to be very fast. Yes, of course, andyan lahat. May mga masusungad na doctor, meron din namang mababait. And mostly, it actually, depends on the team. Sometimes kung mababait yung kasama mo and they're very like helpful, work will be easier for you. But it's not always like that. May mga time na, syempre, hindi mo maiiwasan na makakasama mo yung mga, alam mo na, yung mga tipong ganon, yung tipong mga namamahiya na mga nurses, there's always like that. And I actually, for my like long time experience working in the hospital, like in the emergency, it's always like it depends with how calm is the team is. Yung parang yung doctor at the same time, parang mas madali yung trabaho if everyone is like helping each other. So yun yung mafe-feel mo kapag nag-work ka, parang hindi siya trabaho So you'll get to enjoy yung trabaho mo. Parang hindi mo ma-feel na work siya. So working in emergency is like very stressful, but it's very rewarding. You will learn that. You're gonna ask me what's the best area to learn when you're a new nurse or when you're a new grad. I think it's gonna be ER, because a lot of cases you will see in ER, and You're gonna be like hands-on. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for visiting my channel. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe.